Hey guys, Rochelle here with Amethyst Ascension, and today I am doing, sorry I'm looking over here, it is 2019 Witchy Faves, and it's a hashtag that I seen first on Mag's channel over at the Woodland Hag, and the person that started this was Witch Boss TV. It's a series of 13 questions, so let's get started. So the first question was, what favorite book you read or bought this year? Well, to be 100% honest with you, I'm trying to think if I've finished any books other than tarot books, and I don't think I have. So my favorite books would be this year, like Holistic Tarot, Tarot Wisdom, Tarot and Astrology, Your Tarot Court, and of course, you know, all the books. I loved the book that came with this. I love the book that comes with this. So that would be my answer. So many different tarot books that I've read. Number 2, favorite card deck or divination tool that you worked with this year. Right here. This is my favorite. This is like my soul deck. And I'll tell you what, this is a brand new one, but this is running like, if not the same as the Light Seers. There were so many synchronicities in this, which I just did a review for. You know, a lot of you may not know this from the videos, but if you go over and check out Peggy from, gosh, you guys know I am terrible with names, but she's got a new channel that she does like paranormal stuff on, and every week she talks about different things. And I'll tell you, that has been one of the things always that I've been interested in, is tons of different like theories and, you know, ancient archaeology and just mystery stuff. So that I don't even know. Oh, well, that had a lot to do with, like, I mean, that's where like my mind goes, is like stuff like that, and understanding like who, like the you know, the stories where these divinities, or not divinities, but where these gods and goddesses came from. You know, I know that was a bit of a ramble and kind of a little bit crazy, but, you know, I don't always think as in the way of, you know, religious figures or prophets, or I think of like higher beings. I think of aliens. I think that there's been so much history in the world that we don't even know about, that we're just uncovering through like archaeology and older settlements and stuff like that. And, you know, the tarot of the Sidhe, the fairies, right? There's many that believe that these were actually the offspring of the fallen angels. In the Bible, they call them the Nephilim. You know, or you could think about like in ancient Sumeria, the Anunnaki. That kind of stuff just gets me, okay? And this particular tarot deck and book was, oh my gosh, I mean, right up there, because of not just talking about fairies. It made me look at fairies as something different than what I always thought, as in, you know, and the cute little tights and the pretty little wings and all that. I think differently now. And there were many synchronicities, even like with Danu, my statue of Danu. That was the first thing that I was, you know, really drawn to, was her. And you know how I am about like gods and goddesses, my thoughts on that. And with her being the first one that I was, you know, really attracted to, when I started looking for some sort of like Mother Earth or some sort of goddess representation, she was the one. Well, she happens to be the mother of the Tuatha De Danann, which was another name for this ancient Irish clan of fairies, right? So that was really long. I know. I'm sorry, guys, but that's one of the decks. And of course, this one, because I look at it like it's a light worker, something that I look at Chris Ann like she's a light worker, and her work reflects that. So that's why it just like speaks to me. So number 3, favorite crystal that you bought, worked with this year. Oh, and make sure that you add and why to your answers. Gosh, that's really hard. That I bought or worked with this year. I've bought a lot this year. Probably one of my labradorite or selenite, just because I think that selenite, you know, changes the atmosphere. It takes the negativity out of the other crystals and charges them up. Whereas I think labradorite is one of those, what was that? One of those stones that is good for strengthening your third eye and your connection with your higher self, that communication. So that, as well as amethyst, of course. 4, favorite witchy accessory. Think glamour magic. Okay. I know this doesn't seem witchy, but this year my husband bought me a new engagement and wedding ring because earlier in the year, because when we went to the jeweler in order to actually resize his ring, because his ring, because he had lost so much weight, his ring was really, really loose. So when we were there, I was just asking how much it would cost to clean my old one, and she said, you know, you're lucky that you haven't lost your stones yet. And this was like, it was my second set, because the first set was just, you know, just like really cheap. You know, the second set was the first real nice set that we had, and I had that for like 20 years. But she said that all of the prongs were wearing thin, so I would probably lose that stuff pretty soon. So I ended up putting that away, and my husband bought me a new ring set, and it's rose gold or like copper, right? Copper's my favorite metal, but obviously it will patina and turn your skin green because it's soaking in. So I didn't want that for my wedding ring, so I got the copper, but it's morganite. And the thing about that is supposed to be like everlasting love. So I thought that was wonderful. So that's my favorite that was this year. Favorite crafting or hobby item connected to your magic. Crafting or hobby item. That would have to be this year, the burning tool. I started burning stuff this year, burning into wood. I think that's really cool. And you can just think of all of the different things. I did make a rune set. I want to make a witch's rune set with them. And I want to make different boards, divination boards, and or just getting a smaller wood and make, you know, all of the, like, the earth and the air and all of those symbols that can be used in spell work. Just stuff like that. So that would probably be my favorite. Favorite topic to talk about in the witchy community. And that's number 6. Favorite topic. Probably like spell work, just, you know, people's paths, learning about the paths, learning about like the deities that they work with, because I find that very interesting. I'm just starting to, like I said, connect with, I did Danu, but I felt like Danu was like more like Mother Earth. And so like when I've done my praying and all that, like blessing my food and stuff like that, I always pray to like Mother, Father God, Mother Gaia, Father Sun, Mother Moon, because they all play a role in the production of whatever I consume, right? So, and then whatever else, you know, whether it was chicken or berries, or I always think you know, all those components before I bless it or like drink my water, whatever. So I guess, and I didn't think about this, there was another question that was done before, and it asked me, how often do you do like spell work? I didn't even think about that kind of stuff that I do. I was thinking more like the ritualistic, the big stuff, you know, compiling all that, because I really do spell work every day, but in the mundane little things that you don't think of. So that would be my favorite topic. Number 7. The most watched theme in videos, and of course, why? The most watched theme, probably tarot related, or spell work related. Watching people, you know, do their magic. Taking what I like, learning as I go, and leaving the rest behind that I don't care to use. So probably that. And I like watching tours and, you know, seeing other people's, like witchy space and their altars and why they did it that way and the special components that they use in order to put them like that. So I would say that. 8, a new favorite YouTuber that you discovered this year in the witchy magical community. Oh gosh. Oh, I have so many people that I have discovered this year. That would be, gosh, definitely Brittany, Palm Tree Bewitchery, Drew, She Who Walks Between the Worlds, favorite YouTuber you discovered this year in the witchy magical community. Definitely Summer at Astaria Sun, and Trish at Beanbag Hagwag, and trying to think of the ones that I discovered this year. I mean, really the majority of them I discovered this year, but there's so friggin' many. The Witch of Whitetail Hollow. I love watching her stuff. Glennis. Dawn, Nightbloom, oh my gosh, and Trish, I love my Danes. Jennifer, Storelli, Willowend, sorry, her, I love her. I mean, yeah, the list just could go on, okay? Mags, of course, Mags, I love Mags. Mags at, Woodland Hag. Hi, caramba. So, favorite Instagram or Facebook person that you've enjoyed following this year? That would also be Mags. She does the most beautiful images. I mean, butterflies and mushrooms and pathways and the setting sun, and oh my gosh. And even her, when she's in the picture, she just got her hair cut this year and it just looks fabulous and it's gray. She's owning it. She's gorgeous. And some of them that she took with the fur, her fur collared jacket out in nature, just so stunning. So yeah, she's been one of my favorites. Sorry. Okay, sorry, my phone quit on me. And then I think it's because of the case that I have it in. It kept on just taking picture after picture after picture. I'm like, stop. Okay, so the next question was, favorite reader or diviner, or someone who you really want to get a reading from if you didn't have a chance to yet. And that would be Benna Belwen, Ethany Dawn, Avalon Cameron, yeah, them. Number 11, my favorite witchy artisan. Okay, that would be Brittany over at Palm Tree Bewitchery. That would be Summer over at Astaria Sun. Amber over at Autumn Star Amber, and probably Drew over at She Who Walks Between the Worlds. There's some stuff that I've been looking at that I want to get from her. And Trish over at Beanbag Hagwag. Yeah, there's some stuff I want to get from her as well. And I'm sure there's more. I love Diane over at Earthy Taurus. She's so creative. I wouldn't mind getting a few things from her as well. All right, let's see. It's just money. Gosh, that's what it comes down to. Let's see. 12. What was your best magical experience of the year? Wow, what was my best magical experience of the year? Probably making my, all the altars. Because this was my first year at making altars. So I really enjoyed the sigil work that I did for my ancestor altar. It turned out really good. I felt much closer to my family this year. And I loved my moon altar. I love it. I'm looking at it right now. And doing the Yule log collaboration. This is my first Yule log. And celebrating, my first time celebrating Yule this year. It was wonderful. So yeah, that would be. What was your biggest personal witchy accomplishment? That would be, gosh, making this channel. And, well, I mean, I made the channel before that, but I mean, actually, like, all of the connections that I made this year and all the wonderful people that I've met and collaborated with and are yet to collaborate with, and doing the interviews and learning more about people and connecting with those people. Yeah, that. And the prosperity oil that I made. That was my first prosperity altar, and that oil, I mean, the oil was infused during the 11/11 portal and the full moon, and oh my gosh, it started working right away. I can't even tell you all the ways. But I mean, if you've watched my channel and you've watched all of the gifts that I've received, and there's more that I haven't even showed yet. So, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was the prosperity altar. So there you have it, guys. That was the 13 questions. And as I said, it was the 2019 Witchy Faves. It's a Witchy magical tag. And it's a VR to Witch Boss TV and Mags over at the Woodland Hag. And I am sending you guys all love and light. Thank you.